So, why did Japanese soldiers not use shields? The answer is, they actually did use shields until a revolutionary invention made them obsolete and changed history forever. This is how Japan rewrote the rules of war and forged a legendary warrior class. Chinese chronicles, like the Weiji, mention that as early as the 3rd century, Japanese warriors were seen carrying handheld shields. These early shields were mostly wooden, rectangular, and taller than a man, reinforced with lacquered leather. They were tools of foot soldiers in clan battles. By the Nara period, as Japan moved toward a more centralized state inspired by Tang China, soldiers began using massive freestanding shields, almost like portable walls. These robust shields allowed infantry to line up behind them, providing crucial protection for archers. And when the formation moved, the shields could be repositioned with relative ease. But everything changed when a new warrior class took over, the samurai. These warriors fought in small skilled units as horse archers. For a samurai, drawing a sword often meant they'd fallen off their horse. So the bow was the dominant, iconic samurai weapon in early medieval Japan. Firing a bow on horseback is hard enough. Now imagine galloping at full speed, steering with your knees and firing arrows, all while trying to hold a shield. Impossible. So they ditched shields and began perfecting their armor. Early samurai armor was optimized for riding a horse and firing a bow. It featured clever tweaks, such as smooth leather straps in strategic places, to prevent the bowstring from getting caught. Instead of hand shields, they utilized shoulder armor known as osodi, which provided protection without hindering their mobility. Samurai armor wasn't just solid metal. It used hundreds of small plates made of rawhide or iron. These plates had numerous holes in them. They began by overlapping these plates so that the holes lined up, then tied them together with leather or cords to form larger panels. Arranging these panels together created full-body armor. It was lightweight, flexible, and fastened to a samurai's body in such a way that allowed him to bring them forward to block incoming arrows. But when he drew a bow, the osode fell back, out of the way. The samurai's arms had full range of motion for firing arrows. But what about non-samurai? Peasant foot soldiers couldn't afford fancy armor, so you might expect them to use shields. However, early medieval Japan did not have massive armies or develop the kind of disciplined formations, like the Romans, that would have made handheld shields effective. Battles were often chaotic skirmishes, where two-handed weapons such as bows, naginata, and siege tools like the kumade were common, making handheld shields impractical. By the time of the Sengoku period, Japan had massive troop numbers that might have made shield formations effective, but shields had already fallen out of favor. Japanese warfare had fully embraced highly mobile, two-handed combat styles and advanced armor systems, so there was little motivation to reintroduce shields. However, the Edo period saw the appearance of shields barely larger than a hand, used to protect the hand while holding a sword. But all in all, handheld shields were not used. European knights used shields for centuries due to close combat traditions and slower armor evolution. Samurai, they bet everything on speed, bows, and blades. Why carry a shield when every strike was your defense and every motion your armor? The samurai's way protected their legacy. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please click like and subscribe for more content like this. Stay sharp.